Welcome to Fresh Fishing. I'm Martin, or OMR as the lads call me, and today you join me on a very hot day at Kew Lake at Poolbridge Farm in York. I decided to start doing some 24-hour sessions when the weather got better as part of my retirement sessions. So this, yes, is still retirement sessions, but it's now a 24-hour session. So yeah, here we are at Poolbridge Farm, Kew Lake. I've been a member here since the end of last year, about September, October time, before membership was all sorted out, I think. And I haven't fished it over the winter months. I thought I'd wait until the weather was better and come and do a 24 to start us off, which is what I'm on. I've been a member since the end of last year, as I say. I was a member originally of M Lake, and M Lake was closed down, and memberships were offered on Kew Lake for an extra 20 quid, which I took up. So here we are, and I'm a member here now on Kew. And it's my first time here. I haven't even been down for a look at it, and it's a fantastic facility. The day is very hot, as I say. Joined on my session by my good old fishing buddy Floyd. There he is, and he's going to keep me company over the 24-hour period. I've been here, its sessions are 12 till 12. I got here at about 20 to 12, had a quick walk to my peg, had a look at it, and then I started setting up. I've had my rods in since about quarter past one, I think I got my first rod in. So yeah, half past one, and I've had a couple of line bites, but nothing else at the moment. Yeah, there are some good fish in here. There's some 30s, there's some large catfish, and there's lots of doubles, upper doubles, and lots of 20s. So good fish are on offer. But as I say, it's an extremely warm day, and it's taken me best part of 2 and a bit hours to set everything up, and I'm absolutely boiling. So I'm going to cool down now, and then relax a bit later on when it cools down itself. I reckon that it'll be hard work as it stands at the moment. Although there is a gentle breeze blowing on the water, it's going to be hard work with the temperature as it is. But later on, when the temperature cools into evening, then I'm hoping that a few bites are going to be on offer and we can get a fish on the bank. So yeah, that's the introduction. Poolbridge Farm, Kew Lake at York. I'll cover in a moment rigs and whereabouts I'm fishing and my peg, etc. But I just wanted to start us off with where we are. There we go, rig on my left-hand rod. It's just on a lead clip with a blowback rig and a boilie which is popped up with half a pop-up, so snowman effect I suppose, and I'm fishing that with lots of boilie and crushed up boilie and a couple of whole boilie free offerings, because you can only use boilie and pellet at this time of year on the lake. Centre rod is a good old Mega Method feeder with a wafter, and I'm going to get that one out now. I'll talk you through where I've got each of those rigs once I've showed you the third rig. Yeah, right hand rod is a pink pop-up, a bit of rig putty just to put it nicely just off the bottom. Tested it in the margins, it's good. Onto a lead clip, and that's with 3 offerings of boilie and pellet. I'll show you where the actual rigs are in relation to my swim in a moment. Okay, where I've got my rods, pretty difficult to describe it because 2 of them are on the far bank, and it's all pretty similar. I've got my left hand rod halfway into the next swim because there's nobody in that particular swim. So if you look right to the left there's a huge willow that's overhanging. There's a little tree just to the right of it, and then going along the bank there's a bushy tree. I've got my my left hand rod about a rod length off the far bank there. My center rod, if you keep going along, there's another larger tree on the bank, and then you come along, and then it's the left hand edge of my swim actually, and there is a marker that you can't see behind it, the swim marker. That willow is the left edge of my swim, and again about a rod length off the far bank I've got my center rod there with the Mega Method feeder, and then come right over to the right of my swim. If you look at the patch of reeds in front of me, up through the center of those reeds takes you to there's a post on the far bank, and that's my right hand marker for my particular swim. And about 40 yards out there's a bar out there, and I've got the pink pop-up on that particular bar area. As I say, it's pretty difficult to describe it because you can't see some of the swim arc markers because of vegetation growing over them, and to be honest a lot of it looks pretty similar when you are looking at it, but that's where they are. There's Floyd getting his tea, his normal food, enjoying that by the side of the lake. He's even eating it out of a maggot box. That's it, Floyd, clean it out. Floyd, Floyd, Floyd. He's still finishing off. Was that nice? Was that good? Floyd, is that your dinner? Hey? Floyd? Floyd, is that your dinner? Is that your dinner? Good boy. Yeah, just a quick update. It's now just after 5:15, so I suppose almost 4 hours I've been fishing, and the most I've had at the moment is a couple of line bites, I think, on 2 of the rods. I've had that 2 or 3 times now, so I'm hoping that when it cools down a bit later on that they'll start to get their head down and feed, and we could therefore get a couple of fish on the bank. It's been very warm, it's 27 degrees it's been here today, and pretty hard work. It took, like I say, it took me a couple of hours to get everything set up, and I was knackered after that. Sit down and rest was all I could do really, in the shade. Get a bit of energy back to start sort of redoing rods and everything else. But yeah, it's cooling down a little now, so I'm hoping that that's going to be the case. As you saw earlier, Floyd's had his dinner, so he's happy, and I'm going to get on with mine at about 6 o'clock. It's a bit of rump steak tonight with potatoes and vegetables, and I'm not doing a box, but I brought a just a can of beer with us that we had at the barbecue at the weekend, so it'll be a bit of a steak dinner with a beer, which will be welcome in this particular heat and weather. Right, I've got the beer out while the dinner's cooking. Steak, new potatoes and mixed vegetables. It's about 2 minutes away from being ready. I'll plate it up and then I'll show you what I'm having. I'm really looking forward to this. Even though it's been a warm day, I'm quite hungry. There we go, rump steak, potatoes and mixed vegetables, and a beer, Italian beer Moretti. Looking forward to this, as I say. So I'm going to get this down my neck now, and then concentrate on some fishing in the cooler hours of the evening. Very nice. It tastes just the job, and the freezing cold beer is absolutely brilliant. Right, it's 8 o'clock. I've just reset my rods. My left hand rod, I saw a show on the line of my where my left hand rod was, about 40 meters out. There is a bar or a plateau in that area, so I've moved my left hand rod over that area. My center rod is still where it was with the mega method feeder on it, and my right hand rod, which was on the other end of the swim, sort of 30-40 meters out on that bar, I've moved now to the far bank, about 6 feet off it, just to the right of my right hand marker for my particular swim. So that's it. I'm going to leave them there, I think, for tonight, and hopefully I'll be rudely awakened at some stage with a fish. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock-ish, and I just had a take on the rod that I moved. Picked it up, wound into it, but unfortunately it came off, so things are starting to warm up. That's a good sign, at least. Pity that I couldn't hold on to it, but hopefully there's more to follow. Right, yeah, it's just gone 10 o'clock, and it's still light, and the lake is fizzing away, it's bubbling away. There's been lots of movement, so I'm hoping that I'll be rudely awakened at some stage during the night, a couple of times hopefully, and we'll get a couple of fish, or at least one, and I'll have something to show you. But I'm going to sign off for now. I'm not going to get into bed yet. I'm going to sit and watch the lake, but I'll talk to you when I've got something in the net, hopefully. Right, here we go. Just after 20 past 10, I think about 10 past 10, my rod went, and I picked up this. I can't show you yet, 2 seconds. I'll just move the camera a bit. Picked up this lovely mirror, which is, when we get hold of him, come on, which is 22.7, was it? Yep. 22.7, which is a PB for me. 21 was mine for UK, so yeah, that's great, fantastic. 22.7 PB, I'm over the moon. Great stuff. Even though I've had to wait all day in the boiling sunlight, it's paid off at last. That's great. Right, it's 5 to 11, and I've managed to get my rod back out to the same spot, and messaged a few people with my new PB, Jonathan and my wife, etc. And I'm going to call it a day now, and try and get into bed. Adrenaline's still pumping, of course, so I'll get into bed, and hopefully we'll get rudely awoken, as I say, and get some more on the bank. Night night, everybody. See you in the morning. Oh, and just a quick afternote, an afterthought actually. It's the first fish I've caught on my new rods and new reels. So new Sonic 12-foot Dominator rods and Dominator reels, and there we go. That's the first fish caught on them, and it's a PB. So let's hope we carry on in the same vein and keep on going upwards. Good night, everybody. Right, here we are, 4 o'clock, and this mirror, which is exactly £20. Amazing. And again, on the centre rod on the Mega Method feeder. It was a fairly quiet sort of run. It went really slowly at first, and then it's led me a bit of a song and a dance all over the place. Almost wiped out my left-hand rod, but yeah, exactly £20. And this lovely mirror. Got a bit of damage on the left-hand side. I need to just treat before we put it back in. Good morning, everyone. Just after 6:30, and I've just reset the rods, and I've now given Floyd his breakfast, so Floyd's sorting that out. Rearranged the rods slightly, put the Method feeder rod in the middle, back out to the similar spot just short of it, and then I put the other two rods left and right, where I've seen quite a bit of movement over the bar, the plateau area, and I've rearranged those into that area, refresh the baits, and we'll see how we do. I'm going to get breakfast on in a moment, in about half an hour, so that gives me I've still got 5 hours. Hopefully I can get another fish before we call it a day at 12 o'clock. Got to be off the swim before 12 o'clock, so I'm going to pack down bivvy, etc. at about 10 o'clock and fish right up until about 11:30. So that's the plan for this morning. Lovely morning. It's going to be 23 today, not quite as hot as yesterday, but still up there. And the coffee is about to be poured. Kettle's boiled, and we're going to have a 7 o'clock cup of coffee. There we go. Right, morning from me and Floyd. Well, a belated morning. I mean, I've said good morning a couple of times on other shots, but it's now 7 o'clock. Lovely morning, and Floyd's had his breakfast. I'm just having a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to get breakfast on. I've got some bacon rolls and some beans and sausage. That'll do me. Yeah, it's been quite successful so far. A PB 22.7 and another 20 during the night. And then I left that particular rod out then because I had to get the hook out. I had to destroy the hook length almost. So I left it for a couple of hours until I resorted the hook and got it back out again at about 6:30. Yeah, hopefully I can pick one more up before we call it a day. That would be nice. Here's breakfast. Taking me a good 20 minutes, half an hour to sort it out. Sausage and beans and a couple of bacon sandwiches. Looking forward to this. We'll get started with it. It's only 8:15, look, and Floyd's bedded down again. Mind you, he's been up quite early. He was up with me at 4 when I had that fish. Although he didn't come out of the bivvy, he woke up when I got out. Get your head down, mate. Right, here we go. I think it's about 9:15 and had a take on my left hand rod, which was on a blowback rig, which I had on a snowman yesterday, but I swapped it just to a boilie this morning, so it was just on the bottom, a boilie, and picked up this lovely common, which is 17 pounds and 4 ounces. There we go. 17 pounds, 4 ounces. Nice to catch a common and 2 mirrors yesterday. That's great stuff. So three at the moment out of this session. Can't complain at all. I've repaired a bit of scale damage on the side that you can't see, which was from spawning, I reckon, and we'll put this one back. Right, bivvy's down. 2 hours left now, or about an hour and a half, till I pack up at 11:30. Everything's down, beds are down, everything else, but not for Floyd. Look, he's still in bed. He's cracked it. He's happy. Floyd, good lad. Yeah, he's had a right restful 24, haven't you, Floyd? Good boy. Right, it's 11 o'clock now, and I'm going to pack up very slowly now. I've packed most things together, but I'm going to pack up completely now over the next sort of half an hour, and then move off the swim, and I'll close the session once I get back to the car and summarise what we've done, which has been a good session. So I won't say anything now. I'll leave it till then. Lovely day again here. Nice bit of breeze, which is just keep cooling it down slightly. It's 23 today here, so a bit cooler than yesterday. It was like 27, 28 at one stage, and really hot. So Last hour, you never know. I'll see you back at the car if not. Right, it's just after 12 o'clock. I've packed up, loaded the car, and that's the end of my first retirement session, 24-hour solo session. And it's been a great success, I think, at Kew Lake at Poolbridge Farm. Not only did I break my PB, but I got 3 fish, 2 mirrors, 22.7, 20, and then the common of 17.4. And bearing in mind it was extremely hot yesterday and I didn't catch anything until 10 o'clock last night, that sort of shows you the stamp of the venue and how good it would be, you know, if the conditions had been more favourable during the day. And not only did I break my PB and catch 3 on my first 24-hour session here, but I broke my new tackling, my 3 new rods. I caught on 2 of them and 3 reels, 2 of those of course, new bivvy, etc. So it's been a success all round. So that's me. I'm gonna put Floyd in the car now and we're gonna head off back home. It takes about an hour and 10-15 minutes to get home. It's been, as I say, a very pleasurable 24 hours at Kew Lake, and I hope there's more to come in the future. That's the first of my 24-hour solo sessions, or 24-hour sessions, not necessarily solo. So there we go. You will be seeing more in future, but probably not until after I get back from France now, which is coming up in just over 3 weeks' time. So there we go. I'm knocking it on the head now. All the best, everybody. Take care, and I will see you on the next retirement session. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you don't already, hit that subscribe button and click the alarm bell to get notifications.